First, let's look at our sources for this information. We have considered following sources to gather the relevant information and trying our best to present this information in most dynamic and interactive way. In today's video, we'll talk about how the female mind processes emotions, decision-making strategies, social behavior, and so much more. And don't worry, I'll keep it interesting with plenty of facts and relatable examples that you can apply in your daily life. It's no secret that women are often described as more emotionally expressive. But why is that? Scientific research actually supports this idea, showing that women tend to have heightened sensitivity to emotional stimuli compared to men. According to a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience, women exhibit stronger neural responses to emotional images than men, particularly in brain regions related to empathy and emotional regulation. This doesn't mean that women are too emotional, a stereotype that often gets thrown around. Instead, it reflects an evolutionary advantage. Historically, women have been caretakers and community builders, roles that require being attuned to the emotional needs of others. So, the ability to recognize and respond to emotions was likely advantageous for survival. Next time you find yourself in an emotional conversation with a woman, remember that this isn't just about heightened emotions, it's about a biologically driven strength in recognizing and processing feelings. When it comes to communication, women generally excel at showing empathy. You may have noticed that when you talk to women, they often focus more on listening and understanding rather than rushing to solve the problem. A study from Harvard University found that women tend to be more attuned to nonverbal cues and emotions in conversation, which helps them respond in ways that foster emotional bonding and trust. This empathy-focused communication style serves as a bridge to stronger interpersonal relationships. Women often seek to understand how someone feels before offering advice or a solution, which is why their conversations can feel more emotionally in-depth. If you've ever felt that a conversation with a woman seemed more emotionally rich, it's likely because they were working hard to tune into your emotional state. So, the next time you have a heart-to-heart with a woman, try to appreciate this level of understanding. It's not just talk, it's a deeper emotional connection being established. Women are often praised for their multitasking abilities. While there is some debate about whether multitasking is truly effective, research suggests that women are generally better at handling multiple responsibilities simultaneously. In a study conducted by the British Psychological Society, women were found to outperform men in tasks that required them to switch between various activities, especially when these tasks were related to social and emotional management. This may stem from the fact that women are often socialized to manage both professional and personal lives simultaneously. They tend to develop the skills necessary to juggle roles, whether that means being a parent, partner, professional, or friend. Of course, this doesn't mean that men can't multitask, but it does suggest that women may have a natural edge when it comes to keeping multiple tasks in balance. This ability to juggle tasks is an essential part of what allows women to thrive in roles that require them to manage various social, emotional, and professional responsibilities. When it comes to decision-making, research shows that women often prefer a collaborative approach, favoring consensus building over more competitive or individualistic styles. This is a reflection of both social conditioning and biological predisposition. According to a study published in Psychological Bulletin, women tend to prioritize harmony and group cohesion in decision-making processes, making them more likely to consider the perspectives of others before arriving at a final conclusion. This collaborative approach can be highly effective in environments that require teamwork and cooperation. While it may sometimes seem that decisions take longer to make, the benefit is that these decisions are often more thorough and considerate of multiple perspectives. This can lead to higher levels of group satisfaction and long-term success, especially in organizations that value inclusivity and diverse opinions. If you've ever noticed that women in leadership roles tend to foster open discussion and team input, this may be why. It's not just about leading softly, but about ensuring that the best possible decision is reached through collective effort. One of the most talked about aspects of the female mindset is the constant juggling act between work and family life. With the rise of women in the workforce, the challenge of maintaining a healthy work-life balance has become even more pronounced. According to research from the American Psychological Association, women report higher levels of stress related to balancing professional and personal responsibilities compared to men. This challenge is compounded by societal expectations. Many women feel the pressure to excel both as professionals and as caregivers, leading to the infamous double shift, working a full-time job only to come home to unpaid domestic labor. Despite this, studies show that women are highly resilient in managing these demands, often developing strong organizational skills and a remarkable capacity for multitasking. This doesn't mean that work-life balance is easily achieved. It's a daily effort that requires prioritizing, setting boundaries, and sometimes seeking support from family and partners. If you know a woman who seems to do it all, chances are she's perfected the art of balance through trial, error, and a lot of hard work. Women and men often handle stress differently. Women are more likely to express their emotions openly when faced with stress, which can be an effective coping mechanism. According to a study published by the National Institutes of Health, women tend to use social support and emotional expression to deal with stress, while men often engage in problem-solving or distraction-based techniques. This open expression of emotion helps women process their feelings more effectively and can prevent the buildup of emotional tension. This might explain why women often turn to their friends or family to talk through their problems. By vocalizing their thoughts and feelings, they are able to release pent-up emotions, which can be therapeutic. However, this doesn't mean women are immune to stress. In fact, women are statistically more likely to experience stress-related disorders, such as anxiety or depression, particularly when they lack a strong support system. By acknowledging and understanding these emotional coping mechanisms, we can better support the women in our lives when they face stressful situations. And there you have it. A deeper look into the female mindset and psychology. From emotional processing to multitasking, women have a unique way of navigating the world that's influenced by biology, social roles, and experience. Understanding these differences can help all of us build better, more empathetic relationships. I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something valuable. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful content. And let me know in the comments, what aspect of female psychology do you find most interesting? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious and compassionate.